this country or around the world. Make no mistake about this. That Donald J. Trump will be the next president. Donald J. Trump will be the next president of the United States of America. It is my pleasure to introduce one of our great state senators, Joe Panaccio.
Thank you, Steve. First and foremost, we're in this beautiful Armory. Let's never forget the people that gave us our rights, that will continue to give us our rights. God bless our soldiers, past, present, and the future. God bless our veterans. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it great to be a Trump Republican in New Jersey tonight? Before I begin sharing a few words with you, I would like to acknowledge some of my fellow legislators in the Armory tonight. You will soon be hearing from one of them, my friend, Michael Doherty. Senator Doherty is a terrific legislator, great friend, and he's been in the forefront of many issues, especially fighting for a fair school funding formula. Now, if I may paraphrase the great American philosopher, Kermit the Frog, who said, "It ain't easy being green." Well, it ain't easy being a Republican in Trenton. Dealing with tax and spend and overregulate Democrats. Did I mention that they like to tax and spend? Well, they may have the majorities, but we have better. We have Governor Christie. And he has the veto pen. And he has not been afraid to use it. And on behalf of all the legislators, as well as all of the citizens of New Jersey, thank you, Governor Christie. And thank you and welcome once again to an evening with the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Winston Churchill said, "Show me a man that has no enemies, and I will show you someone who has accomplished nothing." Needless to say, both the governor and Donald Trump have rankled some feathers and made just a few enemies along the way. But look at what they've accomplished, and they have only just begun. Now, as we gather here tonight, we associate ourselves with a national movement, a movement that is changing our party and hopefully begin steering our country in a new and better direction. Damn right. When our nation has struggled, it has been its people who have returned it to its glory and its majesty. The first sentence of the Declaration of Independence mentions the people's right to form their own government. Our Constitution begins with, "We, the people." And during our nation's darkest hour, Abraham Lincoln called for a rebirth and a rededication of our nation. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. In 2010, a coalition of grassroots groups, including conservatives and Tea Party activists, gave the People's House, Congress, back to the Republicans. Yes. Amen. This was followed in 2014 with a resounding victory and subsequent majorities in the United States Senate. Instead of thanking the people, the press, as expected, the Democrats, as expected, And unfortunately, some Republicans chastised the very people who gave them back those majorities, calling them obstructionists. This led to an anger and a disenfranchisement of the people. They felt betrayed, and they were. Donald Trump heard those people. Donald Trump has become a crucible for the silent majority which feels government has forgotten them. He is changing our party into a populist conservative movement, putting the American people and America first. He has given courage and voice to the millions of disenfranchised, the forgotten, the silent majority who say, "We will be silent no more." I want to associate myself with Donald Trump. I want to associate myself with we the people. And to those who criticize Donald Trump, what are his sins? Donald Trump has the audacity to demand that we protect our borders and safeguard our citizens. He wants better trade deals. He wants better trade deals that don't give away our jobs to our competitors. He believes in a strong military, but challenges our allies to step up and to do and to pay their fair share. Donald Trump's message is not directed at Wall Street or K Street, but at the millions of people who feel abandoned on Main Street. These people are the cornerstone of his campaign. You are the cornerstone of his campaign. He makes no apologies for his political incorrectness, nor should he have to. On January 20th, 2017, two things will happen. Donald Trump will be sworn in as the next President of the United States. And the infamous worldwide Obama apology tour will end. In closing, let us take Governor Christie's lead. Let us resolve to work as hard as we can to elect Donald J. Trump our next President of the United States. Not for Donald Trump, not for the Republican Party, but rather for we, the people. God bless you all.
Donald Trump has led a grassroots movement across this country. We are going to be strong to the finish. And guess what? We're finishing at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue at the White House in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce State Senator Mike Doherty, a U.S. Army veteran, and he has 3 sons serving or who have served in the United States military.
What a crowd! What a crowd! Are you ready for President Trump? Thank you to our MC, Steve Rogers, for your nice introduction. I just wanted to note Steve Rogers, a 25-year Navy veteran, retired as a lieutenant commander. A son who proudly serves in the United States Marines.